So when I think about launching things, because launching is it's like always a moving strategy, right? Depending on what's hot right now, what people are tapping into. But I think one of the things that we could look at first is low hanging fruit. You are listening to Amplify Your Success Podcast, episode 258. And today, Eve's drop in for an on air coaching session with ideas to launch a membership program. You ready for this? Let's get started. Welcome to the Amplify Your Success Podcast. Get ready to ramp up your revenue, amplify your impact, and make your mark in the world. This is the show for experts, thought leaders, and service professionals who want to shatter their limits and achieve that next level. You're going to find out from other experts and influencers how they made it. Now, let's get amplified. Hey there, inspired entrepreneurs and business leaders. It is your host, Melanie Benson, Authority Amplifier, and today we are bringing back the on-air coaching. We have a new series that we do in the Amplify Your Authority Facebook group, and each Wednesday we do what we call Ask Melanie Live. So this is spotlighting different clients of mine, and they get a bonus coaching session. And they're going to ask a specific question, and the good news is you get to eavesdrop in. Today, I am bringing my client Julie Hood, who is in Amplify Your Authority Inner Circle and the Mastermind, to talk about some ideas on how to launch a membership program that she's ready to roll out, and she wanted to get her ducks in a row and come up with a game plan. Now, this is a high-level plan because these are short, very power-packed laser coaching sessions, just like we do in the Amplify Your Authority Inner Circle. And while we're talking about that program, we are open for enrollment. And one of the things that the members love the most is each month we host a hot seat coaching session. So you get to bring any question you have. It can be one of the 8 pillars we're working on to amplify your authority or anything that you're dealing with in your business. And you'll find that in 15 minutes, we can cover a lot of territory and get a major breakthrough, and your mind focused on what's going to really bring or move the revenue needle, if you will, in your business. Now, if that's something that you're looking for a community and coaching and accountability, and really you want to be a part of a rising tide, people that are ready to make a big impact in the world and they want to get paid well in the process, then head over to amplifyinnercircle.com. You can check out some of the fun fast action bonuses that are happening and save your seat in the program. Now, let me give you a little preface for this episode. I've been working with Julie on being able to launch, to scale her online programs. And one of the things that we're working on is having repeatable, consistent revenue. It's one of my authority amplifiers is to have consistent, predictable cash flow. And so we've been talking about her rolling out a ongoing support system for people that are graduates of her online course program. So now when you tune in, you may hear tips and insights that will work for you too. So pay good attention. So take notes, eavesdrop in, and enjoy this special episode of Amplify Your Success Podcast. Well, hey everybody, it's Melanie here, and welcome to our new series, Ask Melanie, #AskMelanie. We're going to be coming in here from time to time and going live to help you solve some of your biggest challenges and amplify the reach of your authority and your results by having you eavesdrop in on a live coaching session. We're going to be doing some laser focused hot seats. And today I'm very excited to introduce you to Julie Hood, of course, Creators HQ. She is one of the Amplify Mastermind members. And Julie, we're going to be tackling your question around how to launch your membership, right?
Yes, I'm so excited. Thank you for having me.
Well, these are about 15 minutes. We might stretch to 20, but really the idea is to tackle one big thing that's in the way. So when you think about launching your membership, just give me a quick 411 on where's the obstacle or the hurdle for you? What is it that really needs to get addressed today?
So I was thinking about my people and how I work with my community, and I realized I have a lot to help people with the creation side of things,
Mhm.
but I wanted to have something to share with them that's very specific on the marketing side once they get
Mhm.
their courses created.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out the best way to not only share it with them, but just kind of share it with all the other people out there that haven't like they see course creators HQ and then they
Mhm.
don't know necessarily that there's marketing on the other side of that too, that I've got this new program for them.
Got it. So this is really meant to be continuity once they've completed your how to, like, get your course done, and it's like, now these are the things that you need to learn how to do to fill it and monetize it and make it, like, all exciting out there in the world.
Perfect. Yes,
Okay.
exactly.
Just give me a couple of pieces of information. What's the price point that you're thinking of?
So do you want the long-term price point, or I'm thinking about doing a Thanksgiving Black Friday deal. So or both.
Okay. Well, that's one of the launch strategies, but what is the, like, everyday price that you plan on getting to?
So $100 a month. So it would be $1,200 for the year or 997 for if they want to pay it all at once.
Got it. So when I think about launching things, because launching is a constantly, it's like always a moving strategy, right? Depending on what's hot right now, what people are tapping into. But I think one of the things that we could look at first is low hanging fruit. Do you have a pretty significant base of people who've been through your group coaching or your online course creation program, but maybe haven't really fully implemented or haven't been able to get the traction they're hoping for? So there's a like, there's gonna be urgent need for them to have the rest of this.
Yes. So I
Okay.
can get all my old students can definitely I'm going to start with them and give them
Okay.
I'm going to have a special session with them to kind of introduce it and
Okay.
point out why they can come join us. So very I like that idea.
Okay, so when you say special session, is that like a Q&A? Is that a training? Like, what is the vision around that?
Zoom call and to sort of gauge like where are you at, what do you need, and oh by the way, I've got this great thing for you that's
Mm,
going to be starting. So,
mhm. Is that already in motion?
sort of.
So here's what I think, and again, this is all like first swipe of the strategy, and then everything is about testing to see what people respond to. What I think I would do with the people that are already in your programs is I would send them an email and I would say, I got a question. I've been hearing some, rumblings that as much as you love what's in the Course Creators program, that you'd really like to have some support with filling and making this course profitable. If I had a call where I talked about like the 5 big things you could do, would you join me? Okay,
Ah,
so tease it with them, like, let's just make sure they even want it, right? Or you could even say, if I was to offer a program where we would tackle the most valuable ways to fill your group or your online courses, would you be interested in that? And
love
then
that.
when they say yes, say, great. So I'm hosting an exclusive call with people who are interested on this date and time. Get it on your calendar now. I am not going to announce this to everybody. I'm giving you first dibs because we're only going to let X number of people in. So here's the thing. I don't know, like, what it is about human psychology, but if we think it's always available and it's available to everyone, it doesn't have the same impact if we know it's, like, something that's being tailored to us, and there's a sense of, like, urgency that's built in where you literally have to decide about it. It's just the way human beings are wired for some reason. So, what I would do is I would say, I'm looking for 20 people, or what would be the magic number for you to get this off the ground, by the way?
20 would be a great start.
Okay.
So, I'll take
So why
more,
don't we
but 20 would be good.
yeah, so why don't you say I'm looking for 20 or 25 even people who are ready to get going now, and I'm going to be hosting a call to talk through what this is and answer any questions you have, because I'm going to be offering a special for the first 20 people.
Love it.
Okay. So instead of doing like a big Black Friday thing, offer it to them because what I find is that when we're offering it to everybody, if there's not relevance yet, it doesn't have the same impact as if you kind of handpick people and reach out. Now, keep in mind the emails today are really dicey. It's like we don't know if everybody's opening them. Deliverability is kind of all over the place these days. People don't always read the emails. So, what I would do is I would also go through your list of students and I would handpick the 20 that you'd really like to have there. And I would create a Loom video and I would email it to them and message it to them on Facebook and say, hey, where are you at with your course? Have you got it launched? Is it making you money? What kind of challenges are you experiencing? I'm doing something and I really want you to come like get into a conversation with them about where they're at with it.
Oh, that's a good idea. I love
Yeah.
those personal videos too.
Yeah, we know that worked, right?
Yeah. You did that, I think.
I think I did. But you know why is because like first of all, I am very selective about who comes into Amplify Mastermind and I'm really want the people that I really want in it to know I'm picking you. Like I'm choosing you. Like you're important to me and I see you. And I think in a world of email marketing where everything feels so impersonal, those videos make people feel that know, like, and trust factor go up. So that's the second thing.
Love
So
that. That's a great idea.
I think there's a couple stages that we're in here. Stage one is early, like flush it out, get it out there, talk to your students, right? And get people involved. I think stage two is how do we build this in so that when you do course creation, workshop, and you do your training, this is a natural next step you always offer them.
Yes. That's what I
Okay.
was thinking too.
And then third, I think we should be looking at could you offer a package where they start with the training and get this program for one price? So they had to go through the training and then they drop right into the ongoing program.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. So that you don't have to two-step people through the decisions. It's like you can say, hey, we're running, like there's two ways you can just do the training, or you can have the bigger program, which is design it, launch it, and then fill it and make it profitable. And that's a 1-year commitment, but you start with this.
That's so good. Yeah. I think
Yeah.
that would be really popular too.
The there's something else, and I don't know how it fits in yet, but I think we ought to look at when you get into that third phase, like bring a friend programs and things like that. Who else do you know that has a group coaching or an online program and it's not filling the way they'd hoped and they need some of these strategies?
Mm.
Okay. And so you could do some you could experiment with like referral programs or making them ambassadors. And there's some things we could experiment with that. So that would be phase 4 once you kind of get all the machine working.
Yeah. Okay. This is
So
exciting.
is this answering your question with how to move this out into the world?
Yes.
All
Yes.
right, let's
So, and you were thinking the Black Friday thing, maybe not so much.
so let's talk about Black Friday. Who's it going to?
My list, my email list, primarily.
So let's go back to what's the intention for the program. Is it only for people who have have gone through the course creation?
I don't think so. I think they do need a course though. If they haven't created well, and here's kind of what I was thinking about doing for the Black Friday special was, hey, you can get in at this great price for the first 6 months, and if you don't have your course yet, let me bundle this in. You can get the 24-hour course creator program too and get your
Mhm.
course live.
Yeah.
So that's sort of what I was thinking about.
Well, so when you run specials to your list, do you find that they respond to bigger ticket items like that?
Not other people's as much.
But yours
Um,
they do?
it does better when it's me, yeah.
Mhm. Well, I don't think it's wrong to test it. I
Okay.
do think that what moves well are things that are kind of like smaller, like specials.
Uh,
Um, have you done a Black Friday sale before?
I have, I'm trying to remember the details. I don't remember what. it just always is a good time. People are like ready to spend money and kind of
Mhm.
excited about the
Yeah.
holidays and sort of thinking about the next year coming. So,
Mhm. Well, I think one of the things we need to do is do a little bit of like what feels most aligned. And I know you're excited to get your membership up and running, and I'm excited for you with it. But what I would say is, I'd rather you make more sales. And what if you ran a Black Friday special on your course creation program with an instant upsell offer? Like, hey, by the way, while you're here,
ooh,
would you like to bundle in 6 months of support to fill it and make it profitable?
that's a good idea too.
So flipping that just a little bit, so you're starting with something specific and say, "Hey, you can have your course ready to launch before the end of the year." So 2022, you come out of the gate with your course ready to rock and roll. Plus, I'm going to help, like, and then if you add on the bigger thing, you could test it. You could do a split test and see how it works to your email list. But I kind of have this suspicion that you might do better on a Black Friday with the like the initial thing rather than the bigger thing.
Yeah,
So that's
I
just
like that.
my thought is, make it easy, make it simple, make it sexy, make it specific. We're doing this one thing. And oh, by the way, since you're doing this, we found that people really want more support to fill it and make it profitable. Would you like to join us in this too?
That's good. I think another thing I need to think about long term, and I'm glad you mentioned this, is I really need to track where people are at, whether or not
Mhm.
they have a course yet.
Yeah.
Because once once they do, then don't want to be sending them, here's how to create your course options. So
Yeah. Yeah. What are you using for your email system?
it's drip.com. And so
Oh,
they have tagging in there. So I can
okay.
have people be tagged. So I just
Yeah.
have to get them to answer the questions and
Okay. Well,
keep track
that's
of
what
it.
I would do is I try and segregate your list so you know who's done it and who hasn't, so you can really hone in your offers to that particular audience. And then just last, remember that tie into this idea of, let's get this ready now. So 2022, you can like
Mm.
really rev up the revenue. You can start to really take space in your life. You can be making money without having to be spending an hour in your business, and give them that specific idea. If this is one of your goals for 2022, you want to start this now.
Yes. That's kind of getting that urgency. Is that where you're
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And I'd like to make it happen with my Black Friday special. And I would tease the heck out of this, Julie. So like I would start dropping some nuggets right now and saying things like, you could even just email them once you get past your current promotions or whatever you're doing. Just start saying, um, so I've been thinking about, like, I want to do something really fun for you guys on Black Friday. What would you rather, like, would you want this more or that more? Like, ask them, like,
Uh,
what would be the thing, like, if you saw it in my Black Friday special, you'd be super excited. Like, it would be a no-brainer, like, yes, I'm in. Like, just ask.
that's excellent. I might be able to even get that course creation, course marketing question in there, but making it more of a fun question than just a,
Yeah.
hey, can you answer this for me? But making it fun. That's good. That's
Yeah.
really good.
So start with offer to your current community. Black Friday is second, right? So let's get this in front of them now, and then you can kind of see how many people you've got left. Run the Black Friday special and think, this is like, like generating income now, but like I want to like give them massive value. But when they complete the course creation workshop that you do, the training, they they may not always know they need this for at least 3 months. So you want to have built in there like, hey, how's it going?
Hmm.
Um, hey, like, let's check in. Have you done this, this, and this? If not, you definitely want to join the blah blah blah. What are you calling this, by the way?
Course marketing accelerator.
Okay, so
Is that
you're
good?
gonna, yeah,
I hope, since I have
yeah.
the
Well,
domain name
maybe,
already.
how about course profits accelerator?
Oh, that's better and it's shorter.
Yeah, because profits is what they ultimately want, the outcome versus A lot of people are like, I don't know if I want to do marketing.
That's
So,
right. Oh,
yeah.
yeah. That's
So
good.
play around with that and see if it's available. So any last questions before we wrap up?
No, this was so good. Such, like, quick, effective, lots of ideas for me, so thank you so much.
Good. You're welcome. Well, Julie, why don't you tell everybody real fast where they can find you?
Yeah, I'm at coursecreatorshq.com. There's a podcast and Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Love to have you connect.
She's everywhere. And she's in the Amplify Mastermind. So, little
I
heads up, if you're tuning into this today and you're curious, you can always head over to melaniebenson.com/coaching and you'll see what our options are. We are just about ready to open up applications for the
Oh,
2022 Mastermind. So, that's where you'll find out all the juicy details. It is an application only program, but we have several ways we coach people. So, definitely check that out. And if you are not feeling excited about the results you've experienced up to now in 2021, the best way to make 2022 better is to invest in clarity, momentum, and accountability. And being part of a rising tide like a mastermind is one of the most powerful ways to do that. So if it's a great fit and you're curious, give me a shout out and we'll see if it's a good fit for you. So Julie, thanks so much for jumping into the hot seat today and letting us coach you and letting everybody else learn from your question today. Thank you.
oh, thanks for all the great advice. Appreciate it.
Thanks for tuning in today, Amplifier. Be sure to join us right now in the Amplify Your Authority community at authorityamplifiers.com, and I'll share my 7 proven tips to be a highly paid expert that stands out in a crowded market. Plus, we're going to keep this conversation going, and I want to hear from you how you're going to amplify your authority and make a greater impact. Before you go, please take a minute to give our show and our guests some love over on your favorite podcasting platform. Subscribe, rate, and review. Leave your full name, and I'll spotlight you and your authority on social media.